Welcome to this explainer. All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're unpacking the incredible rise, the absolutely devastating setbacks, and the breathtaking physical and mental transformation of cricket legend Rohit Sharma. Honestly, this isn't just a sports story, it's a total masterclass in human resilience. I mean, think about it. How does a player, once relentlessly mocked by critics and even his own fans, become an undisputed legend of the game? A few years ago, after a post-holiday photo went viral, the internet just descended on him. He was called an unfit teddy bear, a Vodopov boy, poking fun at his love for the street food, and he was loudly dismissed as being too heavy to last in the national team. It was a brutal, relentless wave of body shaming.
So how did he respond? Well, he silenced his critics with undeniable jaw-dropping results. He completely flipped the script. He racked up a staggering 80.64% win rate to become the most statistically dominant captain in Indian T20 history. He basically answered all that noise with pure, unadulterated success.
Here is how we're breaking it all down today. First, from spinner to hitman. Second, rewriting cricket history. Third, the captaincy masterclass. Fourth, the bodybuilder transformation. And finally, eyes on 2027. Let's dive in.
Okay, part 1. From spinner to hitman. Let's rewind to his humble beginnings. Rohit grew up in the streets of Mumbai, living with his grandparents because his dad's income from a transport company just couldn't support the whole family comfortably. Back then, simply getting onto a proper cricket pitch was a massive financial roadblock. Notice this tiny number, 275 rupees. That was the monthly school fee at Swami Vivekananda School, which was the only place around with top-tier cricket coaching. His family literally couldn't afford it. That nominal fee was almost the barrier that kept the world from ever seeing Rohit Sharma play, but thankfully, his raw talent caught the eye of the school's director, who stepped in and waived the fee entirely.
And man, that waiver changed cricket history, all thanks to a pivotal intervention by coach Dinesh Lod. Get this, believe it or not, Rohit actually started his career as a struggling off-spin bowler who batted way down the order. Can you imagine? But Coach Lod saw his natural technique in the nets and made the call to promote him to open the batting. In his very first major opportunity in the Giles Shield inter-school tournament, Rohit stepped up and smashed 140 runs. Just like that, the off-spinner was gone and the dominant opening batter was born.
I absolutely love this quote from his coach, who remains incredibly humble about the whole thing. He always points out that while he provided the guidance and the opportunity, Rohit's sheer natural talent and his internal drive were the real game changers. But, as we're going to see, talent alone doesn't rewrite the record books.
Moving right along to part 2, rewriting cricket history.
So 2011 happens, and he faces the ultimate heartbreak, being dropped from the World Cup squad. A moment that literally left him in tears. But he rebuilt his mindset. The real turning point came in 2013 when MS Dhoni promoted him to open the batting in international limited overs cricket. From there, he didn't just play the game, he completely hacked it, which led to this absolutely unbelievable number, 264, the highest individual score in one-day international history, which he absolutely obliterated against Sri Lanka at Eden Gardens in 2014. To put that into perspective for a second, entire professional teams often fail to score 264 runs in a match, let alone one single guy.
It seriously blows my mind to look at these stats. This exponential growth is what earned him the moniker the whole world knows him by, the Hitman. He is literally the only player on the planet to score 3 ODI double centuries, throw in a record-breaking 5 centuries in a single World Cup in 2019, and over 650 international sixes. The guy achieved records that most elite batters wouldn't even dare to dream of. But he wasn't just a brutal, mindless hitter. It was his elegant, gap-finding aggression mixed with pure, effortless power that just captivated everyone. Australian legend Matthew Hayden hit the nail on the head, calling him the one batter he would happily pay his own money to watch. Rohit earned that ultimate, undeniable respect from cricketing royalty all across the globe.
All right, part 3, the captaincy masterclass.
Because Rohit wasn't just a phenomenal batter, he evolved into an absolute tactical mastermind. You can see his elite leadership across all formats right here. He has this rare, icy calm demeanor under immense pressure. He knows exactly how to lead a team, back his players, and completely outthink the opposition. Just look at that T20 international win rate, 50 wins in 62 matches. That sustained brilliance is exactly what brought international glory back to India, securing back-to-back ICC trophies, including the 2024 T20 World Cup and the 2025 Champions Trophy. And if we break down his IPL dominance with the Mumbai Indians, a really fascinating pattern emerges. His massive tally of over 7,000 runs was built on this precise ratio. Look at that, over double the amount of fours compared to sixes. It shows a highly measured, intelligent approach to boundaries. He relies on finding the gaps just as much as he relies on sheer brute force.
And that intelligent approach perfectly translated to his leadership style. He guided the Mumbai Indians to 5 separate titles. 5! That makes him the joint most successful captain in the history of the world's most competitive cricket league. He didn't just win trophies, he created a genuine dynasty.
Which brings us to part 4. And honestly, this might be my favorite part, the bodybuilder transformation.
So, despite his unparalleled success as a batter and a captain, remember those critics we talked about earlier? They were relentless after that post-IPL holiday photo went viral, showing him a bit out of shape. The internet was merciless. But instead of lashing out on social media, he completely flipped the script. He quietly sought out his former teammate and coach, Abhishek Nair, and went to work. He vanished from the spotlight, endured an intensely grueling bodybuilder-style physical regimen, and lost a staggering 11 kilograms.
I mean, the sheer scale of this routine is shocking. We are talking 3 uninterrupted hours of daily training, 6 days a week, doing 700 to 800 reps per muscle group using light weights just to build crazy endurance, finishing it all off with brutal, high-intensity CrossFit sessions. Oh, and strictly cutting out his favorite street food. It was a level of insane dedication that shocked even the national team's own conditioning coaches.
And the immediate payoff of all this brutal discipline, an overwhelming sense of physical freedom. During his first skill training session after the massive weight loss, he ran a quick single, turned to his coach, and literally said, "Bhai, main to ud raha hu. Brother, I'm flying." He had completely reclaimed his agility, feeling lighter and faster than he had in years.
Finally, part 5. Eyes on 2027.
Now, why does this whole journey matter so much today? Because it's about constant evolution. Leaner, lighter, and hungrier than ever, Rohit hasn't just extended his career, he has elevated it to a new level. His recent absolutely sterling, unbeaten century against a fierce Australian bowling attack in Sydney proves everything. At 38 years old, playing against the absolute best in the world, his fitness, his timing, and his form are still at their absolute peak.
And it's not just a short-term burst of energy. His childhood coach, the very same man who first believed in him, recently confirmed the grand plan. Rohit's immense self-belief is pushing him toward one final global tournament, the 2027 World Cup in South Africa. He is meticulously preparing his body and his mind for that ultimate send-off.
So, I gotta leave you with this question. When you look back at this entire wild journey, from the kid who couldn't even afford a 275 rupee school fee, to the heavily trolled captain, all the way to the reinvented fitness machine targeting a World Cup at age 40, is this the greatest physical and mental comeback in cricket history? It certainly leaves us wondering just what impossible records the hitman is going to shatter next. Thanks so much for